Pearl by John Steinbeck is very hard to describe. Throughout the book, there's tones of anger, fear, greed, and happiness. Happiness, of course, is shown in the beginning. Then all these other things come into play and ruin things for many people. Shown in the next video will be how exactly that happens. My brother Ryan is going to represent Kino. The more and more my brother has in his mouth, the more and more Kino has on his plate and is not happy. So here is my brother. Each thing that my brother puts in his mouth represents something in the story. Right now, when my brother says that he's happy, he has nothing in his mouth and he is like Kino because he is poor. But he is happy.
I'm happy.
Okay, Ryan is now going to take a gumball and put it in his mouth, and this represents the pearl. Say I'm happy.
I'm happy.
As you saw, when my brother put the pearl in his mouth, he could still say I'm happy clearly, and so could Kino. But next, my brother's going to put a powdered donut in his mouth, and this will represent greed.
I'm happy.
As you can see, it's harder for my brother to say I'm happy because he has more on his plate, and same with Kino. Everyone's greed around him is tearing his family and him apart. This next donut represents fear. Not only did Kino beat up his wife, but he killed a man. That's a lot on his plate.
I'm happy.
As you can see, my brother can still say I'm happy clearly, but not with as much enthusiasm as in the beginning, just like Kino. This next donut represents Kino running to the Capitol. Although he thinks it's the best idea for him, it's not the best for his family.
I'm happy.
It keeps getting harder and harder for my brother to say I'm happy, and same with Kino, because now Kino has the trackers following him and his whole community against him. This last donut represents the death of his child. As you can see, the more that my brother has in his mouth, the more that Kino has on his plate. And now you can barely hear Kino and my brother saying I'm happy, because they are not. This last bit represents Kino throwing everything back, including the pearl, into the sea. It may never be the same, but at least he's happy. Happy what? Seems muffled. How many was that?
Like 4 in a gumball.
Wait for it. Okay. Just say he's happy and blah, 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 blah. Okay, bye.